Thanks, Bridget. Well, what if the films Super Size Me and Fahrenheit 9/11 had a child? Well, that baby just might look a lot like the soon-to-be released movie All Jacked Up. The movie's producer says that the movie confronts the issue of childhood obesity and exposes systematic patterns of negligence and exploitation by government, business, schools, and parents when it comes to the foods they eat. Joining me now is Jennifer Mattox. She is the film's director. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me back.
You were here 2 years ago. Where is the film? Which stage is it at now?
Well, when I was back here in '05, the film was in pre-production, and actually the story was written, but we hadn't really shot anything yet. And last fall we went into production, and we're shortly going to complete post-production in the next couple of weeks, where we will be submitting to film festivals like Sundance and expect to find a theatrical distribution deal.
How do you describe the film to people? What did you set out to accomplish with this?
Well, basically, All Jacked Up is a teen documentary, and it's for teenagers, and it's about 4 teens, and what we do is we cover their eating habits and get into how those eating habits really affect them physically, but more importantly, emotionally.
And so you're using real kids talking about a real epidemic in our country right now. Let's take a little look at some of a clip from the movie.
Okay.
Like, anxious about my mom and like why I act differently around her than with other, like, my friends. Because I have to be like a good girl around her, and then like I have a lot more energy around my friends than with my mom. And she's like, I don't think she means to, but she does embarrass me. I have no self-control over like how much I eat and what I eat and stuff like that. I just want to be cool, I guess. I want to be really accepted.
Why is it that my generation is sicker than when you were a kid?
It's because of what's in the food. It's the sodas, Bobby, it's the phosphoric acid, it's the aspartame, the chemical sweeteners, the artificial colors. All of these artificial chemicals are put into the foods, and then they're heavily marketed. They're positioned as being cool or sexy or even healthy when they're not. And people are being separated from the foods that they really need to be healthy and intelligent and have good mental awareness and good longevity. And it's a giant hoax. I mean, the food industry today is a hoax. The things that you see marketed are the very things that are going to harm you the most. And the things that will help you, the things that will keep you healthy, are almost never publicized.
Now, obviously, you thought there was some kind of problem or something to investigate with kids and overweight and obesity, but were there any surprises that you discovered along the way in the making of this movie?
Well, yeah, what we uncovered and what we really didn't expect or foresee was that, you know, the angst that really drives these kids towards fast food, junk food, and other eating disorders. And it would be real simple to just take a look at the food components and talk about fat, calories, carbohydrates. You know, kids don't want to hear that. They've heard that before, and they really don't want to see another food pyramid from the USDA. So the human tragedy is really in what causes these kids to reach for these kinds of foods, to find comfort, solace, to find love. And so what we've got is an emotionally jacked up kid, and they're all jacked up, you know, trying to find satisfaction in these junk foods. And, you know, it's unfortunate, but that's what we're seeing, that's what we found out. And
so you think they're looking for comfort in that? Now, you've attributed some of the reasons that big business and schools and parents are even behind this, contributing to children and overweight.
Well, we actually do take a look at the foods that they eat, but we really do it in an attempt to understand, why are these foods so readily available? You know, why are they so inexpensive? Why do kids find them so comforting? And at the root of it all, really, you know, what is in these foods anyway?
Do you think this film will make a difference? Is there a message you want people to take away from this?
Yes, definitely. You know, I think the big message is, and what we as filmmakers really experienced in the making of the film, was really to recognize and break free from those that try to control you, whether it's through cheap junk food or inferior school food, or, you know, just anyone that's trying to manipulate you through money. That it's easy to stand your ground, speak your truth, and follow your heart. And And the more obvious message is really for kids to just really think about what it is that they're eating and have a conscious thought that the next time they might pick up fast food or eat a packaged snack, that they might really think about what are the ingredients in that and maybe choose differently.
Well, kids feel they're so invincible
Yes.
anyway that they don't think that the foods they eat are going to make a difference, let alone the fact that they are not going to live forever. What are your plans next? What's coming up next for you?
Well, we plan on considering a couple of other social documentaries as well as some spiritual dramas. And making this film was definitely a journey, an incredible journey, and I think we might take a break before we move on to the next thing.
Yeah, it's an interesting film, interesting topic, and very timely. And we appreciate you being here to discuss it today.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And if you would like some more information on the release dates for All Jacked Up, you can always check out faeriefilms.com. Now, when we come back, Bridget's going to be here, and she's going to help us get on the right track when it comes to recycling.